Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna and I am a college student at the University of South Carolina, and for the full month of July I'm going to be posting videos about college, basically a back to school series. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. In today's video we're going to be talking about college roommates, kind of the ins and outs of having a roommate, stuff I wish I knew before freshman. Well, not I wish I knew, because like I knew. But we're just gonna be diving into college roommates and stuff that you possibly don't even think about, and things you should consider when picking your roommate. So if you haven't picked your roommate or decided on who your roommate was yet, one thing that you could do is post on the college Instagram profiles so people can get a basic information of what you do. Most schools will have like a questionnaire. Like at USC, it was a long questionnaire asking basic questions like, when do you go to sleep, do you smoke, do you drink, how long do you stay out, are you clean, and stuff like that. So I would also use that to help pair yourself with a roommate. And another thing is just to get to know the person that you're trying to decide to be a roommate with. I honestly am probably not giving good advice on this because I knew my roommate going in, so I didn't really have to worry about going through the process of finding a roommate. But this is just kind of what I've heard that works and how other people have found their roommates. So I hope that wasn't too terrible. But now I'm going to dive into the part that I actually know, which is living with a roommate. So if you didn't know your roommate beforehand, the one thing that you can do is get to know them over the summer. I highly recommend this. This is absolutely perfect to help with the move-in day awkwardness, you know. So if you can avoid that, avoid it. If you can meet them beforehand, that is even better. But make sure you have communication with your roommate so y'all can continue to get to know each other and build a relationship before y'all come to campus. So the next thing I have, which is kind of like a before you officially become roommates and before move-in day, decide on who is buying what. You make sure y'all are splitting the cost of everything, of like very expensive things. For us at USC, we had to rent a particular micro fridge, and that thing was expensive. Like, that thing was high. I'm pretty sure it was almost $300 just to rent, which is stupid because a micro fridge or microwave do not cost that much in the real world. But make sure you split the cost of that. If you want a futon, anything that could be high or considered expensive, make sure y'all split the price on that and decide who bringing what. TV, all that type of stuff. That's very important to figure out. You don't want to be the only person buying things for your room, so just make sure all that type of stuff is decided beforehand. And that goes into deciding kind of what kind of themes. I know you see this stuff on Pinterest and like Ole Miss with the most aesthetically pleasing dorm rooms on earth, but make sure y'all coordinate on what y'all want in each other's room. Like, don't go out here and buy green sheets knowing your roommate absolutely hates the color green. Just find a way to coordinate on that. Me and my roommate kind of picked like a blue vibe, a light blue vibe to our room, and so our beds kind of coordinated. I had a white bed, she had a gray one, but they kind of coordinated together with the pillows and sheets and stuff like that, so it all looked cohesive and just didn't look like we were two separate people. But honestly, if that stuff don't matter to you or your roommate, don't even worry about it. So once y'all get on campus and after move-in day, the first thing I recommend is setting a cleaning schedule. Cause honey, them dorms are nasty. I mean nasty. Them things are not clean at all. I remember when we got into our dorm on move-in day, there were literally dead roaches everywhere. Them things are dirty. So make sure y'all set up a cleaning schedule on who gonna clean what day, Make sure y'all both are cleaning on move-in day. Luckily for us, my grandmother and my mom are very big clean people and were terrified for that dorm room. So while we were moving our stuff in, they were cleaning up the room, so I didn't have to do that. Thank the Lord, because I mean that room was disgusting. My mom almost cried when we moved in, honestly, because of how bad it was. Like, she couldn't believe it, but you know, we got it together and it worked out just fine. But make sure you set those cleaning routines on who go clean what. Coordinate with your suite mates as well. Suite mates go underrated, that is for sure. No one ever really talks about suite mates, but that is very important. Obviously you don't pick your suite mate, that's kind of just given to you, but get to know them as well. And even though we had a cleaning schedule, did we stick to that cleaning schedule? No, it never ended up happening that way. And that brings me to an important thing. Communication is key. Communication with your roommate and your suite mates. You need to communicate with both. If you have an issue, make sure you communicate them things. Personally, me and my roommate had problems with our suite mates that kind of just got blown up over time, and that just made it way worse than what it should have been. Honestly, we should have communicated beforehand, which was kind of weird because we really didn't know them well. So that goes in the thing I said earlier, get to know your people, get to know your suite mates and roommates. That is very important to make those awkward conversations a little bit easier to have. But yeah, communication is very important. Address issues. You don't want them to blow up. Just address it. Not rude, by the way. Don't be rude about it. Just be like, hey, can you do this, this, or that? Or, you know, basic communication skills. The next thing I recommend for you and your roommate to do is honestly set boundaries of what you want, when you want it. I know a lot of people say a sleep schedule type thing is very important, but for me and my roommate, we did not do that at all. My roommate honestly could stay up till 4 a.m. and I was probably asleep at 1 and it was fine, and we had no problems with that. So I wouldn't really stress about a sleep schedule or making sure y'all's sleep times are aligned. Don't worry about that. That's not even important. But just make sure you set boundaries on certain things. How late can someone come over? Make sure you ask your roommate, or your roommate should ask you if they could borrow something. That's very important. Kind of stuff like that, like those type of boundaries. If you're a type of person who don't want no one to borrow your clothes with or without asking, it don't matter. You're not letting someone use your clothes. Make sure you make that clear from the very first day. Certain things that you just don't really like, make it known that you don't really like those things, so you won't have to worry about the boundaries being broken later on. Another thing that you can do and your roommate is clean up after yourselves. Like, a dorm is a very small place to live. Trust me, it is very small. I mean, it's not like at home where you can have your bed, your nightstand, a desk, a dresser, closet, all that type of stuff. No, you are sharing a very small space with someone, so cleaning up after yourself is essential. Don't leave your dirty dishes anywhere. Pick up your clothes. And every now and then you'll have a slip up. Like, for the most part, I was pretty good about picking up my stuff, but if I was in a rush, I would honestly just leave it how it was and pick it up later. That's fine as long as it get picked up. That's the biggest thing. My last thing of advice is to be respectful to your roommate. I know that sounds basic, but you know, some people out here ain't got no home training. But just be respectful of their space, of their privacy, everything like that. If you have a morning class and your roommate don't have to be up to noon, don't have 5 or 6 alarms going off at 8 o'clock in the morning. No, that is just rude. If that was me, I would be so heated. And that's just not how I want to wake up in the morning. Try to wake up on the first alarm thing. I know it's hard, but just try. You don't want to bother your roommate with endless alarms that go off every 5-10 minutes. That's just rude. Another thing is to be respectful of your roommate's items. I mean, even if it is out and about, don't just go use it just because you can, just because you feel like you can. You need to ask, can you borrow this? Can I use this? Anything like that. If it's theirs, make sure you ask. That is just so disrespectful to just go up and grab someone's stuff. It's rude. Don't do it. I really hope this video did something. I don't really know. I knew my roommate for years before college, so we didn't really have these types of problems, but I have had friends who have had problems with their roommates, so I kind of took some of what they told me about their roommate issues into play. I was blessed to have a good roommate. I'm sorry if you have a bad experience. Honestly, I really want to hear if anyone's had a bad experience with a roommate. I really want to know if someone had a bad experience with a roommate, so comment down below. So comment that down below if you've had a bad experience with a roommate, because I really want to know. But like I said, I really hope this was a good video. I don't know much about issues that happen between college roommates. I kind of just addressed the things that I did know and what I've heard. So hopefully this helps. If it didn't, I'm very sorry. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for this July. That was awkward. So thank you guys for watching this video, and make sure y'all stay tuned for this July college series. I am really going to try to post a video every day. That is the plan. But I am still new to YouTube, so editing and all that stuff takes me forever. So if it don't happen, I truly am sorry. But I have a list of ideas, and if you have something that you would like to see / talk about, let me know.